Master, dinner is served. Igor, it's not that I don't appreciate the effort, but you know I prefer my meals uncooked. And how many times have I told you about using garlic? Yes, Master. Forgive me, Master. Please. Bite into Paradelphia. Thursday nights at 8, only on Toxic Radio. Paradelphia, because what if it's all true?
Enjoying all that Toxic Radio has to offer? Well, make sure you like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Be the first to find out about ticket giveaways, amazing guests, awesome contests, and Toxic Radio events. Just search Toxic Radio Live, all one word, and press that little button. Every time you do, someone here at Toxic Radio will get their wings.
Yay!
Well, not really.
Aww.
But we will get a warm, fuzzy feeling in our tummies. But then again, that just might be the beer. Anyway, like and follow us, and we will see you out there on the interwebs.
Hey guys, dating life gone pretty shitty?
I find you so creepy I think you should have to walk around with a bell around your neck.
Finding yourself getting a little desperate for some female companionship?
Alexa, tell me you love me.
Hell no. You disgust me.
What you need is to upgrade your style right now. The Toxic Store's got exactly what you need. Pick up some stylish gear featuring Deviant Gamer, Toxic Radio, and the Heavy Metal Happy Hour.
Oh, yeah!
You can find the store through the Toxic Radio app or toxicradio.net. Get in the game.
Do I make you horny, baby?
Get yourself a little love.
That guy's getting boobies.
Yeah, he is.
Toxic Radio and the Toxic Store. Don't buy it safe. Buy it toxic.
What's up, everyone? It's that time, Thursday. Time to take it deep. You're back. That means you liked it. I love it, and I'm going to give it to you again. 856-485-9565. It's the Godfrey, TheEGodfrey. That is my handle on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You want to watch this video live if you're not already, or tell your friends about it and share it. It is Taking It Deep with the Godfrey at Facebook. You can also catch me on the Toxic YouTube page at www.youtube.com/playtoxic. That's right. Mike loves when I get it right. And you can catch all the great shows we have there. If you just want to listen and you don't want to see my beautiful face or my ugly face, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, you can dial up our app on Android or iTunes. It's called Toxic Radio. Download it, click Listen Live, and you can get all the past episodes if you can't be with us here in the present. So with that being said, we got a lot to talk about this week on the table. We got your cuck of the week. We got your mush of the week. We got honorable mentions. We have some thoughts to share with you. And I guarantee that you're going to be entertained for at least 4 or 5 minutes. No, I'm joking. The job is the whole hour. And that's what we're going to do. So, been thinking a lot this week. A lot of tragic events have happened. We're not going to dive in that too deeply. With the shooting that happened and things of that nature. Kind of a heavy tone to start off the show. However, we're not really going to get into that per se. There's a lot coming out about it. I think it's tragic in general when life is lost. But, it got me thinking the cost of healthcare and mental health in general. There's a lot of hyperbole around mental health and healthcare and what it costs or what you should pay, who should get it, who shouldn't get it. And I really think that's something that most people, especially in America, agree that everybody should have access to. The shooting that happened made me really start thinking about the mental health piece. And I'm not using that as an excuse for his actions or to whitewash it, if you will. I'm talking about the overall picture here. There's always been mass shootings. It's obviously increased. And, the gentleman's reason was it was a temptation. So far, that's what we know. It was a temptation for him, perhaps. So therefore, a temptation because religion said it was a temptation? His mind? I don't know. It's a legitimate question to ask. And what I have to ask all of you out there is, well, if he feels he needs to eliminate human life so he can avoid temptation to remain sin-free if it is, what the fuck are we doing? This guy obviously needs mental help. There had to be some kind of signs, right? And I think we miss signs in this country because of the way we handle health care and mental health. I have a very close buddy of mine. I'm just going to give you a preview of the gouging of mental health that happens. And this isn't about, hey, we need this system or that system. I'm about solutions. There's no binary solution. But what I do know is we haven't come up with a solution, and we've been recycling this problem again and again and again. I do know that one thing is true, and the profitability in healthcare has never been better. When people get sick, a pandemic happens, their profitability goes up. They never lose money, ever, because they have the market cornered, because they have a commodity that you need. So they could charge whatever the fuck they want. Now, I'm a firm believer, you can call me a socialist or whatever you want to call me, that I don't want profit built into healthcare. Because the incentive for corruption and cronyism is there when it is private and for profit and not there to serve the people. I've seen real life examples of this. You may say you don't like their system. You've heard hyperbole about their system sucks, but Canada and the United States have a system like that. And I have friends that are doctors that say, their relatives say, come to the United States, you can make so much more money, because they can't make as much money over there. And that's real. That's not hyperbole. That's not all these political cucks out there, trying to put their spin on it. That's real money. I have a friend that pays $430 a fucking week for benefits to him and his wife. I mean, that is crazy. You want to talk about giving money back to the U.S. population? You want to talk about stimulating the economy long term? Fuck a stimulus check. Make the healthcare affordable. Make it fair. Make it efficient. Okay? That will improve everybody's life across the board exponentially. Now, mental health outside of healthcare, and this is where I'm going with this, is considered an add-on, if you will, a luxury, a vanity item, not something that's necessary. We don't have a good history in this country with mental health awareness, accepting it, fighting it, and yes, it is our country, okay? Now, some people need to see a therapist. They need to see a psychiatrist. And when I say mental health, I don't say, hey, let's write them a prescription, because that's what we fall too far in, is where we're writing prescriptions and shoving drugs in people's mouth and not actually addressing the behavior itself, okay? We need to get to a place where we could address people's behavior. Some people might be screaming out for help, giving you signs. The infrastructure isn't in place for people to make this happen. Now, I'm going to give you a little anecdotal story that I saw in 60 Minutes. I'm going to summarize it for you here, okay? Remember, I was watching a piece about how people are paid in the healthcare industry that are approve certain procedures, or you have to go to a intake place for mental health or a hospital, whatever. And a lot of these guys were paid on the percentage of claims they decline. Now, how is that morally and ethically correct? And this was, people were confessing because they feel so guilty that we're in these positions talking about this, okay? Now, I know I'm getting deep for you guys here, but I just really feel with the current state of things, we don't have, an 800 number is not going to do it. Like, people need to talk to people. Like, and people can get trained for this. And there are therapists out there, psychiatrists, psychologists. And this needs to be explored further in our country. Why do we have people hauling off, killing 8 people? I think there wasn't as much outrage because they were Asian sex workers and people think, oh, it's a sex worker, they're worthless. But, not so worthless because they wouldn't be here if people weren't buying their services. No robbery and a fair exchange. However, this guy is in a mental state where he says, I have to kill 8 people that are sex workers because I'm addicted to sex. Who made him feel badly about going to get jerked off? I don't know. I don't think that's that bad of a thing. Call me fucking disgusting. I think you're a judgmental asshole, and you're probably touching yourself right now while listening to me. That's what I think. But all I know is if we're really going to correct these things, we can't politicize this. It's right, left, MAGA, brown, white. The problem exists on both sides. And this, I'm a pro-gun guy, but I'm for gun reform. But, that's not even the answer either, because the behavior has to change. This guy, I would love to know what his psychiatric history is, okay? How do you get to a place at 21 years old as a young man who is healthy? where you say, I'm addicted to sex. I mean, I watch a lot of porn myself. I'm not addicted to sex. I mean, maybe I am. I don't know. But I don't feel the need of like, you know what? I got to stop this. I'm going to go shoot up Pornhub. You know, what is malfunctioning in this gentleman's brain? And we need to have things in place to fix this. You know, it costs, on average, to see a therapist $125 to $80, depending on your health care. A lot of people don't have that, especially people that are in the poor income bracket, okay? Upper middle class, sure, you'll have that. You know, I always say, if you deem something important, you'll make room for it, you'll pay for it. You know, therapy only works if someone actually wants it. So we have to understand that too, right? Maybe he tried to get there, or people tried to get him to do it and he didn't want it. So if they don't adopt it and they're not in for it for themselves, therapy doesn't work. I'm a big believer in that too. However, I believe that the infrastructure is so negative for that solution that people do that want help cannot get help. And this is something where if we want this kind of stuff to stop, we have to make a change. You know, we have to push our leaders to do it. And if things like this, for example, are going to be, well, we can only do it if we make a profit, then what the fuck are we doing? Is that democracy? Is that liberty? Is that really freedom? If you're being held hostage by a private tax? It's not. And that's where they fuck you guys up. They tell like, oh, it's this, it's socialism, it's that. Fuck all of that. That's BS bullshit. That has nothing to do with the brass tacks. That has to do with what hits people really at home and in their communities and what actually happens versus some politician getting up there because he's had his back pocket greased on both sides of the fence talking about like, well, this can't happen because this will cost $9 trillion. Well, they sure as fuck don't have a problem spending money when it comes to war and all this other shit that they waste money on. And then, you know, you say, well, we get these programs in place and it still fails. And you know why it does? Because the profit motive is in there. Everybody's trying to run the gravy train. I hear Bill Maher talk about it often. They try to do a high-speed rail line, right, in California. They can only build like one section of it because that one section ended up costing $1.9 billion. Meanwhile, China builds one all across Europe, Asia, and Africa, and it costs them a lot less. They could put up a skyscraper in a fucking day. But, you know, somehow we're protecting the profits of the people up top so much that we're letting it run at a snail's pace and we get fucked at the bottom. You know what I mean? You might be out there and be like, I got great health care, I'm fine. Okay, well, what if you ran in front of that guy that might have had a chance to get great health care or adequate health care? Some people don't have it at all, and now he has a gun in front of you or a knife or something crazy like that. Okay? Let's take crazy people off the streets. Let's be real about it. Okay? All I hear is hyperbole. The right spins it, the left spins it. Let's talk about solutions. Let's talk about what matters. And that's all the Godfrey has to say about that. And that's called taking it deep right there. Living up to the hat. You could buy this on the side if you call me. This beautiful Toxic shirt is on our store in the app, toxicradio.net. We got a lot of great merchandise. And you should do that. So, that's signaling the finish, guys, for that segment. So, that's our little opening monologue there. I just wanted to go off on that because I've been thinking about it a lot, and I just really think healthcare in this country is something we need, and it negatively oppresses the general population. And if anybody wants to debate me on that, I welcome you. I'm going to crush you in a debate because I'm not going to be talking out of my ass. You're welcome. Ben Shapiro, all those other guys, come on the show any day. Let's go fact for fact. I'm gonna destroy you like Rambo. I'm gonna hit you with an exploding dart. Now, speaking of government, you know, and you're getting an honorable mention here is look, they did something, guys. They did something and it actually works to an extent. We'll see. I don't know if you guys are you annoyed by robocalls? You know, just raise your hand in the back if you are. I know you guys are. Everybody fucking hate these robocalls. I work in the auto industry during the day, and I get called about a car warranty. Right? You know, they buy your information. They want to sell you a warranty or it's healthcare. The newest one that I notice is you'll get a ring, and it will be like somebody's grandma's voice, and they'll go, hello? And then I'll pause for a second and be, hi, I would like to sell you healthcare. That's not what it's saying, but we know where it's going. Everybody's been there. And it's annoying. So how do they get your cell phone numbers? Well, it was illegal. Then the telemarketing lobby, you know, collections lobby, you know, lobbied to, I guess, get that lifted or as a moratorium that was ended, whatever it may be. and then it exploded. We all remember this, probably like 4 years ago. So today, on March 17th, actually today's the 18th, sorry. But yesterday, the FCC enforced its largest fine ever of $225 million against telemarketers who made 1 billion robocalls. That's right, 1 billion. It's a lot of fucking calls, right? So, maybe they're making money off it. It's got to be working, but I know it's used for scams. So, the Federal Communications Commission, known as the FCC, issued its largest fine of $225 million to Texas telemarketers who sent about 1 billion robocalls falsely claiming to sell health insurance for Aetna, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and other companies. John Spiller and Jacob Mears, who did the business under the names Rising Eagle and J Squared Telecom, faced a fine proposed in June 2020 by the FCC for massive spamming of spoofed robocalls in the U.S. in 2019. Spoofed calls, as you guys know, have a false caller ID that makes them appear to be from a nearby location. And it's psychological. It got me because I remember that. Like my number, not going to say it on air. Nice try. But they would, the first 6 numbers, they would send something similar. And, instinctively, like, oh, yeah, it might be someone local. It's not. They'll call you from all over the country, okay? And they don't care. And I get it. They're trying to make their money, whatever. But they're spoofing it. Sometimes they put a name on there because it shows up on your caller ID. And you're like, oh. You call it back, and it's actual real numbers. The guy's like, oh, yeah, I never called you. No. And he didn't. They're spoofing it, calling from a different number using that number. Because I would like to call them back and put them on air and prank call them on the show. And that will happen one day. If we get one that goes through, I will do it. So, consumers would be asked if they were interested in affordable healthcare insurance with benefits from a company and companies including Aetna, Cigna, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and United Healthcare were mentioned. If they press 3 to get an agent, the consumer would be transferred to a call center unaffiliated with any of those insurers. One of the robocallers' largest clients, Health Advisors of America, was sued in 2019 by the Missouri Attorney General for telemarketing violations, the FCC says. So here's the thing. The IRS scams, things of that nature, taking advantage of older people and senior citizens. That's, people that can't fend for themselves, people that are functional, but they have some kind of learning disability and they don't know to have the critical thinking like, no. Even me, like, I'll get a debt call. Oh, yeah, let me tell this random person my fucking social on the phone and talk to him about my debt. Where'd you get my number? How'd you get my number? What company are you from, right? I'm not interested. Not interested. Use a fucking email, send a tweet. So, to me, I'm going to hit you with some stats here, okay, that kind of give you a levity of how bad the situation has gotten, all right? It's kind of will blow your mind. And this is from an article on CNN that was actually a couple days ago. So Melinda Walsh, a former marketing consultant, gets up to 8 robocalls on her cell phone on any given day, not counting the few that come through on her landline. Who has a landline anymore? The constant chorus of robocalls, your account has been compromised, your car warranty has expired, become a backdrop to her life. It's a game of whack-a-mole, she said. I have 54 blocked numbers in my phone, and it's programmed to silence calls that aren't in my contacts or that I've not called. Yet that keeps calls coming. And I got to tell you where regular consumers suffer for this, right? Like, I have software in my phone that does that, and I might have missed some important calls because they thought it was spam or a robocaller or a telemarketer. So you have to be careful, too, and you have to pay attention to that because it won't ring. I have a Pixel 5, and I have to now play whack-a-mole with things that are important in my life because these jerk-offs want to, lie and defraud and, bother people and just harass them. So, it's, and as she continues, and it's programmed to silence calls that aren't in my contacts or that I have not called, yet the calls keep coming. She lives in Baton Rouge, so Louisiana, which receives the most robocalls per person in the United States, according to data. That's right, from UMail, robocall prevention service that tracks robocall traffic across the country. The city averaged 39 robocalls per resident in February. UMail found that's more than 2.5 times the national average. So they're the capital for it, which is about 14 to 15 calls monthly for each person, according to UMail. Baton Rouge consistently ranks in the top 5 U.S. cities for that metric, probably because it's been, deregulated. So here's some stats right here, and this is going to blow your mind. So robocalls are approaching pre-pandemic levels. As of February 2021, an estimated 8.6 billion robocalls were placed nationwide. As of February 2021, UMail, and communication software company, projects calls will reach $51.5 billion by the end of the year. They're also hurting salespeople that make a living on the phone that are trying to call their customers or sell a legitimate product. You know, they're hurting those people because they're making it harder for them to do their job. Because people now want to ignore all the phone calls. You know, I ask you guys real quick, Jamie and Toxic Mike, do you guys avoid talking on the phone?
Avoid talking on the phone with robocalls?
Well, in general, like, do you hate talking on the phone?
Oh, I hate talking. Yeah. In general, I mean, we have gotten to a societal thing where everybody is either text messaging or just messaging through Facebook. I mean, nobody really talks anymore except for if it's like with parents and family. I mean, that's pretty much what you do.
I would prefer to talk on the phone. Texting is...
That's because you're like the oldest man here.
As a matter of fact, I am. Believe it or not.
I actually, with Jamie, I do prefer to talk on the phone.
Yeah, I prefer to talk. But we have the caller ID at home, and if the number comes up, we don't recognize it, we just don't answer it.
Right. Well, here's the thing, too. But, you know, the robocalls probably have increased that anxiety, right?
A little bit, yeah.
But for the most part, I mean, with cell phones and having your contacts in there, anybody who really gets a number that they don't, it's replaced the whole screen in your phone calls with an answer machine. If you don't have, if a number shows up that you don't know, nobody answers it. And the people that do answer it, like myself and like probably you, Godfrey, I mean, we answer it with the sole purpose of fucking with somebody.
Or it could be business.
Very rarely. It could be.
For me, it
100%.
For me,
for me, no. For the most part, it's definitely one of those phone calls that starts off, we want to talk to you about your vehicle's expiring warranty.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask him if the warranty, if it transfers over to my vibrator.
What?
Yeah, the warranty coverage from the car. If I trade in a
you have a...
Do I have a vibrator? No. But it'd be nice to know if there's a product out there that would cover it.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure people need to maintain vibrators depending on...
I'm not answering your phone calls anymore.
Hello. I've been calling you about your manufacturer's warranty on your vibrator. It's expired 36,000 miles ago.
That's worn.
That's a lot of miles.
We could tell from your electric bill that you've been putting a lot of miles on it.
That's a lot of miles for a
so
vibrator.
Many miles.
If you sign up for a warranty, we'll give you a brand new one that's covered for 100,000 miles or 7 years, whatever comes first.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That better be a heavy-duty job.
I want to use that to stir my coffee.
Ooh. Mike.
That'll wake you up.
That's not as...
Nothing will.
Hope it's a Slim Jim. That's going to be like having a cucumber in there. But anyway. Yeah. So the robocall, man, what a bitch it is. So, look, government actually did something, and they fined him $225 million. I mean, yeah, that's what you get. So, in addition to the forcing the agency's largest fine ever, the FCC also issued several cease and desist orders to other robocallers and created a robocall response team. We'll see how well that works. They're unwanted robocalls, and this is a quote, are not only a nuisance, but they also pose a serious risk to consumers who can inadvertently share sensitive information, personal information in response to bad actors' malicious schemes. So, yeah. Anyway, it's not just our country, but, it's an interesting article. I'll post it later on the page, Taking It Deep with the Godfrey, and you can kind of read through it and see the stats. It's quite a problem that we've all been suffering through for years. And it's fucking annoying. So I put my phone on vibrate now because, I've been woken up in the morning by fucking robocallers. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you calling me at 8:30 in the morning? I think one time I let it go through, like I was going to buy a warranty just to yell at them. That's going to be my new move. I'm going to let it go through and blow a whistle on the phone. That's an old school move right there. What do you think about that? Have like a horn, play some sounds. You know what I mean? Do stuff like that.
That would've work.
Yeah.
That'll definitely work.
Flush the toilet. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got done dropping a log. Can I help you? But
just about anything would work, I think.
So we got another honorable mention here. I found this interesting. I posted this on my personal wall. I don't know if you guys have been following the serial stowaway escapes from facility busted again at Chicago airport. The older lady, NewYorkPost.com. This is the lady that keeps sneaking on the planes without a ticket and getting through security. Isn't that amazing?
I'd like to know how she does it.
I'm gonna send you a link, Mike.
All right.
So you can show people a picture of it. And
Got it.
Oh, you already got it?
No. I'm logging in to get it right now.
Okay, log out of Grinder.
It's like you know me.
Yeah, I know it's up. I heard the notifications going crazy over there.
It's funny.
The Grinder community heard once you said you use a dildo for a coffee stirrer, they went fucking apeshit.
It's funny that the Grinder notification is just a boing. It's very distinct from everything else.
You haven't lived until you sold someone something, and you're trying to help them set it up on your phone, and then the Grinder's literally blowing up on their phone. True story for me. Literally, and I had to be like, "Hey, sir, your phone's a little busy. I don't know if you want to handle that real quick. I'll be back." So look at this lady. Serial stowaway escapes facility busted again. So she was locked up. This is like the modern day of Catch Me If You Can, but she's not cashing bad checks. That movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. The Chicago woman who managed to sneak past airport security and board dozens of flights without a ticket allegedly escaped from an electronic monitoring residential facility before returning to the airport. I think this is B.A. Baracus's or Hannibal's grandmother from A-Team. You know, like, how the fuck is she getting out all the time?
But you got to remember, like, as we get older, the older we get, the more shit you can get away with, because I just didn't know any better.
Yeah. Oh, she's playing her hand. She's probably a hell of a poker player. So,
Senility.
serial stowaway, and she definitely looks like a Marilyn. Marilyn Hartman was taken into custody at O'Hare Airport after fleeing the court-ordered facility Tuesday. They were ready for her this time. They know who the fuck she is now. So investigators were able to arrest Hartman at the international airport thanks to her tracking device, the report said. The 69-year-old woman who has fooled TSA, wait for this, at least 30 times over 3 decades. You heard that right. She has fooled TSA 30 times over 3 decades. She's like the Sour Shoes from like Howard Stern, or like who's the big time prank caller on Stern? Is it Sour Shoes and I forget who else. Who's the guy that's known for you know this, Mike, that's known for
the biggest prank callers we used to know was the Jerky Boys.
Yeah, but Howard Stern has a guy that will get past like call screeners on major shows and go Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Oh my God, that dude.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus
They'll
Christ.
be talking about like I
know you're talking about. He gets on like CNN. He gets on the big ones.
Oh yeah, like they'll be talking about something serious, like it's a shame that this person died, and they'll be like, yeah, I know, I wanted to talk to you about this, Baba Booey, Baba Booey. You know.
Howard Stern's penis.
Yeah, Howard Stern's penis. it's fucking great. And they're like, oh shit, what do we do? They're not even ready for it. I think it was Sour Shoes. I could be wrong. Either way. So, you know, they were able to arrest her, and it's been 30 times over 3 decades. She was not able to evade the checkpoint this week, and police picked her up at the airport's non-secure section, the local station reported. Hartman has been arrested for breach of security multiple times at O'Hare Midway and other airports across the country. O'Hare's a big fucking airport. She has even foiled customs officials and hopped on planes to London. So she's getting past customs, too. This lady is a G. I'm sorry. I got to give her applause. That is a skill. The FBI needs to have her, like, training, or the CIA is going to have her, like, training people or something like that, because I don't know. I mean, you're getting past customs, too. Those aren't some happy motherfuckers either. If you've ever dealt with them coming back, they are not happy about any of that. So, it's amazing. And other airports across the country. She even foiled customs, as I said, and she hopped on planes to London, Copenhagen, Paris, according to an interview with Chicago's CBS 2, which coincidentally aired just Sunday. Hartman told the station she is no criminal mastermind. The thing I've got to tell you is, I have never been able to board a plane myself. I was always let through, Hartman said. I mean, I was able to go through the security line without a boarding pass. She's not lying. She's exploiting the holes in the system. I got by them. This is the thing that is so crazy. By following someone, they would carry in like a blue bag. The Second City Stowaway told the CBS affiliate, and the next thing I know, I get in the TSA line. TSA lets me through, and they think I'm with the guy with the blue bag. Yeah, and it's what you're talking about, Mike. You know, it's an old lady to like, okay, yeah, whatever. You know, you're not the shoe bomber. You know. Security professionals told the station that her simple tactics are very alarming in the post-9/11 world. You fucking think? For her to be able to repeat that over and over, that is just mind-boggling, aviation security expert Jeff Pierce told CBS 2. They should be hiring her as a fucking consultant. That's what they should do. Let's get this lady on staff. You know, like, hey, let's help them out, and kind of like CIA or NSA will hire hackers, that they get in trouble for hacking stuff. I think they need to bring her on staff. The genius of her mode of operation is in its simplicity, he said. It's the unsophisticated types of plans, are often the most successful. Which is true. I mean, it's in plain sight. Hartman, who struggles with bipolar disorder, claims police keep blaming her mental illness for her long rap sheet instead of airport worker ineptitude. Talk about projection. I know they keep emphasizing the mental illness, she says. Law enforcement would like to have that in place, but she laughed. No, I'm pretty good, she reportedly said. Charges of felony escape are pending against Hartman. Amazing. Amazing. You know, hey, you got, again, impressed. Very impressed. I wonder, like, does she have kids? I mean, we need to get her on for an interview. She might sneak into the studio, though. We got to lock shit down. I don't know. We might want to, I don't know. Hopefully she's not a klepto as well, right? So, it's another one of our honorable mentions.
Nobody expects the grandma, so she's going to come in here and bleed us dry.
At least you know she'd be able to make it here.
You know, the question I have about her is, and this brings me to bathroom protocol, if she took a dump in the bathroom and she left some wood chips on the toilet, would she use the brush to clean them off? I don't know. We had some controversy at bathroom protocol here at the Toxic Studios recently. I wasn't going to name anybody, so I'm going to keep people nameless, but there was controversy on should you use a toilet brush? Should we have a toilet brush? And should the flakes be flushed? If they won't flush, should they be scrubbed off? If they're your flakes, I say yes. Jamie was telling me about how people at his job don't even flush the toilet, so at least we're not savages here. You're telling me you're getting non-toilet flushers at work, like they use it and they just don't flush it?
Unfortunately, yes.
Multiple times?
Multiple times.
Where the fuck do you work? Animal House?
It seems like it sometimes.
I mean, everybody has it at work. You know, there's definitely the 4 or 5 guys that just piss all over the place and you missed the urinal. You know, you got to make sure you don't break your ankle, slipping and piss.
Oh, I've seen that happen too.
I do feel the proper protocol is to scrape the flakes, so to speak. And I do think that this lady would definitely scrape the flakes. She would steal the toilet brush, though. She's got to be a klepto, right?
You would think so.
I want to know what her day job is. I have so many questions about her, like, history. You know, what has she done? Did she keep a job? We're probably going to find out, like, she's a retired customer service agent for AT&T or some shit like that. You know? Crazy. Anyway. You know, I was thinking about something the other day. I saw a post, and I was walking, and I saw a guy wearing Crocs. And I just don't know about it. You know, Crocs, I hear they're comfortable. I hear they're great. I think they're for people that don't want to wash their fucking feet and need to ventilate them with all those holes. Because there is a science behind Crocs of how many holes. Do you know how many holes are in Crocs?
I never counted them.
I believe 13.
Who the hell knows that?
Well, I did some research for our listeners. You know, I wanted them to know that I'm well versed on Croc shit.
Ew. Ew.
Double that. Ooh, yes.
Ew. Yeah, so
Ew.
It was made as a cheaper alternative to, so Crocs, you know. It's founded by Lyndon Duke, Lyndon. I'm going to believe that's Lyndon Hansen, and George Bodecker to produce and distribute a foam clog. So it was made for clogs. Why would they invent it? So why do Crocs have 13 holes, though? There are exactly 13 holes on top of each pair of classic clogs and slides. Not only do they help with ventilation and let out moisture, but they also allow for you to personalize your pair with your own unique combination of giblets. I don't know what the fuck that means. Gibbets, Charles. What's a gibbet? A gibbet sounds like another name for a ball bag. Makes Crocs even more fucking suspect. So that means you have a little charm on your... So I think they're for women. That guys say they're comfortable, you know, and, you know, I'm sorry, but the guys that I know they're comfortable, they're usually large men, and they have stinky-ass feet. So if you got feet that hurt and you need to wear them, I get it. But there's so many shoe options out there. You know, I feel like this was made to replace the wood option of clogs. First, how the fuck do you wear wood shoes? So, I don't know, man. As a man, I just don't see, you know, being able to wear clogs. I just don't see it. So, you know, it's just kind of crazy to me. Jamie, I could see you wearing clogs.
Not going to happen.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't even wear sandals. I wear boots or I wear sneakers. That's it. Or I go barefoot.
So you don't do the Jesus sandals either?
Oh, hell no.
Okay. No Jesus sandals for Jamie.
No,
he says.
no, not
Fuck
for
that.
me. The
Screw
flippy
that.
floppies, is that what they call them?
The flippity floppies? You mean the flip flops?
My wife refers to them as flippy floppies.
Yeah, so they're coming back into style. Crocs have had their
Yeah.
ups and downs. Right now they are. You know, grown men should never wear them. And this is from the HuffPost. You know, Crocs, if you see a man wear Crocs, take them off his feet and beat him with them. Those are shoes for children. They are convenient and easy to wash when your child pukes or does something worse on his feet. Exactly. It's almost like wearing mats on your feet, like the mats they have in the back of fucking restaurants. I don't know. I just don't think a dude should wear them. I get it if there's a medical reason. But for people to say Crocs are in style, like it's like, oh, this is the style. I'm judging you. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. If you're wearing Crocs in public, I won't say anything. But in my head, I'm judging you. And I don't care. And I will yuck your yums. I think wearing Crocs is fucking stupid. I said it. There you go. Hot take. Overrated Crocs. Underrated or overrated? They're overrated.
Way overrated.
Way overrated. So jewelry outside. Sometimes you can. Wow. Wow.
Come on, spit it out.
Yeah. So, you know, I put them up there with fanny packs, but fanny packs I see a functional thing for. But it says there's 13 holes on these things so they get proper ventilation. Well, I always thought if you needed something like that, you can use the good old flip-flop or sandal. What do you say? You know, I don't know. They've been around. No flippy flops for Jamie. That's right.
Nope.
So I'm sorry. I'm going to have to judge you. They're flare. That's right. They're flare for people's fucking feet. So let me wear some feet flare. And people do have charms on them. I don't care if girls do it. You know, I'm never going to understand that fashion or because I don't wear that stuff. But guys, you look stupid. When you're going into a Wawa locally around our area or convenience store and you're wearing Crocs and your sweatpants, yeah, you know, your girl might think it's cool. I get it. I just don't. And just like, I will judge you, and I'm being judgmental in that case. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. I will never wear Crocs. I should start a poll. Kevin's right. We'll figure. Mike, do we have that kind of technology? There's some way to start a poll.
We could do everything and anything.
Wow. Here at Toxic Radio.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
We could power wash your butthole.
What? Oh, I'm out of here.
Ouch.
So.
Ouch.
Ouch is right.
That would be slightly uncomfortable.
So there's
You say uncomfortable, I say kinky.
I'm going to send Mike this article just to give you guys a visual picture of what I'm talking about here with these Crocs and these men that wear Crocs. And I kind of want to give one of them sweet chin music like Michelle Michael style when I see it. But it's this Esquire article. We're in the midst of a Croc renaissance. This is September 25th, 2020. Panic or celebrate accordingly. Look at this fucking thing, right? This dude's like antibodies. Okay, so I guess he's like, you know, talking about. I mean, he is a human antibody because I don't want to be near him. First of all, I'm mad that he's wearing pants with no belt. I don't see it. Suspenders. Look at this guy, you know, and he's wearing. Wait, he's not only is he wearing Crocs. Go back up. He's wearing white socks with it. Unsufferable, ridiculous refuse garbage. Look at that. This guy, you know, he's basketball shorts and Crocs. Yeah, no slip-ons. Yeah, I mean, it just looks ridiculous to me. Nothing says hardcore like tattoos and Crocs. That's all I know. That guy's fucking intimidating. Oh my God, look down at his feet. Not. I'm gonna go steal his fucking lunch money. So, the sheer, you know, the food collaboration one. Where is it at? There's one that's made of chicken or something. Oh, Kentucky Fried Crocs. Have you see that one? Yummy. Is that original or spicy? So that's, you know, Crocs jumping on it. Coming soon. The saying is true. Good things in Crocs that look like a bucket of fried chicken come to those who wait.
Extra crispy.
Yeah. I think if I saw someone eating a Croc shaped like chicken, I might clothesline them. Well, not one for violence, but it would just be a reaction. I might black out. I don't know. What do you guys think? So we'll take a poll here. I'm no for Crocs. Jamie, yes or no? No?
No.
Toxic Mike?
Absolutely fucking not.
You have been defeated, Crocs. 3-0 here at Toxic Radio Studios. If you're here and you want to come visit the studios, we'll allow you to wear Crocs. But we're going to be judging you in your head. I'm joking. I would love if, like, someone came here and did a podcast and it was just about Crocs every hour. Like an hour-long Croc. Right? I don't know. And why does it gotta be like named that too? It's like Crocs, like, you know, a crock of shit. That's what I think of. Like, why does it gotta be named Crocs? Why can't it just be named, you know, what it was made after? It's just stupid. I don't know. Crocs. So, we got some other stuff to move on to. That's enough crock of shit to talk about, or whatever the fuck it is. I wanted to talk about, you know, our cuck of the week, which would be the women. Specific women. The women who are sliding into the DM of men. And the guys out there know what I'm talking about. We always hear women complaining about guys sliding into their DM, and they're 100% right. It happens. I've slid into DMs. We've all done it. Who knows? You know,
Do you slide head first or feet first?
Depends what the situation calls
Okay.
for. But usually feet first. And, you know, I've slid into the DMs. We've all done it. And I get why it'd be creepy. But, you know, women are using dating apps, and I've experienced this specifically. This is what inspired this. I am on a dating app. I am single now, ladies. Rejoice world. So, I don't know. The rooster's out. So, Facebook dating specifically. They do have a dating app that's built into it. A lot of people don't know that they're beta testing it. It's interesting, some of the features in there. And you'll see profiles come up. And I'll say, oh, I don't talk on this app, so follow me on Instagram. How about, and I wrote one of them, how about no, because for you to set this app up, you know, you have to have an account, and we could talk back and forth in it. So what you're saying is, I don't talk on this app that has a messaging platform, but I set up a profile for, so you have to talk to me on another one. And what they're trying to do is gain a following, an Instagram following, if you will. So they're trying to honeypot these guys, put up some photos, and then they're like, oh, you're my follower. Come talk to me on Instagram. They're not going to talk to you. They're just trying to grow their following. That is one of the laziest ways to grow a following, because those people will not give you engagement. You will not have users unless you engage them, and it has worked sometimes. I mean, let's be honest. I've been on Twitter. I know girls that just flaunt boobies, and they got like 9 million followers. And, you know, there's a lot of thirsty guys out there, so shame on you guys for falling for that. But, you know, nothing wrong with it. You know, there's definitely guys out there that follow people's Instagrams, and that's all on them. That's not on the girls that do it or anything like that, you know, with those intentions. I'm talking specifically being on dating apps, and I searched this, and I said, is this a problem? Has this happened? Is it new? Nope. It's on Reddit. It's on, you know, people are talking about it. And so Instagram is basically a dating app now, and here's how to act accordingly, right? So it's not really a dating app, but that's, you know, people are using it to build their following, because a lot of influencers, it's their choice of platform. I mean, that's fair to say, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
So you're getting people that were like, oh, how can I get followers? Because let's be honest, you could, and I've been guilty of viewing the content, you could be a really hot girl on Instagram and put up like 9 photos, and it's like, boom, an instant 1,500 followers, and throw a hashtag on it. It's so fucking true.
Mm-hmm. You try and show one testicle, and
oh yeah, I show one nut bag and I get banged. Or banged.
Banged. You banned.
Metaphorically speaking. Banged, bagged, whatever. Don't twist my words. Freedom. So, you know, all I know is when these people do this, I mean, you're not getting engaged users because you're not offering content. You're like, hey, you know, follow me. I would prefer someone who was just honest about it. I still say no, but I've messaged people. I'm like, yeah, so here's the thing. If you want to talk to me, if you're interested, it's going to be right here. I'm not going to be one of your followers. You know what I mean? Like, that is some slimy ass shit. Now, if they said that, but they don't, and then, you know, you could see people following it, and probably people get pissed off, and now you're getting followed by a bunch of incel guys, and like now you're pissed off. I'm not one of those dudes, but, you know, you shouldn't foster that type of energy. If you're on a dating app, you're on it to date or meet people, maybe not. Like, I've always made fun of people that be like, yeah, I'm here on this dating app because I would like to make friends. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I mean? I'm here at the grocery store, you know, after smoking weed because I'm just starting a diet. That's what that sounds like to me. Does that make any fucking sense? No. None. Zero. Squatta. So, you know, I'm watching it and no one's responding. And the funny thing is, I was sending that to people that maybe like spark like a confrontation, and they're not even checking the messages. it's like almost like an auto accept. So they hope that you see it and you don't hear from them. And then you said, I want to talk to this person. They said I could talk to them. Let me go add them on Instagram. And it's been happening for years, apparently. But I'm just noticing it right now because I've never really seen it on other dating apps. Because, see, usually the secret to dating apps is you got to do one that everybody pays for because then people are vested in it. And if you go on a dating app that's free, people are just jerking off on there. And it doesn't really work. When you go to like a Match.com that's, you got to pay for it, then it works because people are there for that reason. But if you go to a free one, a lot of people are just poking around, seeing what's out there. So it's free advertising for them, right? Let me put some hot pictures up, track some guys there, put up a profile. Yeah, that's the truth. And that's what's going on with that. So I just thought that was interesting. And that is the cuck of the week because that's a cuck move. You're sitting there making a profile like, oh, I can't. Oh, my God, I can't. Oh, double click the mouse. I can't wait till I get more followers. Oh, my God, more followers. Oh, my God, this is going to be great. Woo! Go fuck yourself, all right, with that juvenile, maniacal bullshit. So, wish I had a mouse clicking noise. Thought I did somewhere. Did I play that?
That's what my mouse sounds like.
Oh, you don't want to start that with me. I got plenty of ammunition. That's fart number 7, by the way. Okay, people are going to tune out now. Let's stop that. So, yeah, I did have a double click on the mouse somewhere, but I guess that's not going to happen. So, whatever. That's all I got to say about that, and that will be our cucks of the week. Would be the ladies that are using the dating apps to grow your Instagram follower. How about you fucking make some content and make people want to follow you, be a genuine person, and then they'll be vested. And listen, it's not a male versus female thing. There's some people that I follow that, I guess my initial attraction to follow them was like, oh, they're kind of hot, and I kind of want to see what they post. Oh, man, she's wearing leggings all the time. That's pretty cool. But you get to know them as they put content on there, and you're like, wow, this is a pretty genuine person. Like, they're pretty cool, and you end up rooting for that person because you get to know who they are, and they pull back the curtain. That's what really it is about being an influencer on Instagram and things of that nature. Like, you don't want to be someone that's out there thirsty and desperate for followers because people don't want to fucking follow those people. They don't. Can I get an amen?
No, you can get I want to hire one of these girls to be the marketing genius behind Toxic.
I mean, yeah, we'll do that. Why not?
I mean, some of these ladies come up with some smart ideas.
Yeah, I mean, but is that a smart idea?
If it works, then yes.
But is it sustainable?
Again, sustainable and smart are not the same thing.
Okay,
you can have a short-term smartness.
But sustainable, though.
Short-term smartness
would be great.
It's the name of this episode.
Okay, short-term. All right. Right. So, all right, short-term smartness. Right. All right, so that's what I get up in the morning. I'm like, I just want to be smart till 10 a.m.
I think that's everybody's goal is just be smart for half of the day.
Okay.
Just justify that they're in the position they're in.
We're fucking raising the bar here at Toxic Radio.
Dude,
just be smart. That's going to be our new logo.
Just get me to lunchtime.
Yeah. Just be smart till 10 a.m.
Dude,
Play Toxic.
100% at my day job. Just supposed to be smart enough to be smart for half the day. Just when I'm around other people. The other half, I'm just going to sit there and be dumb as hell.
He can fake it the rest of the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it. Be as smart as you have to be for a certain amount of time.
Nice. Okay, fair enough. So that's our cuck of the week. And now we got a mush. Where's our mush? Oh, you guys are going to love this fucking one. This one's great. And I'm going to send this to Mike real quick so you can see this fucking genius. And I checked. This is not clickbait. And it's pretty fucking awesome how stupid people are. And I am amazed by the level of stupidity. People keep raising the bar. And this guy probably got up in the morning and said, I just want to be great till 9:30 a.m. Yeah. This guy, police, man stole 400-pound slide from playground, mounted it on a bunk bed. That's right. This is real life.
My God.
A man is facing charges after he allegedly stole a 400-pound fucking slide. Think if he put that effort into, I don't know, making a paycheck, maybe shaving his head because he's definitely holding on to a hairline that's disappearing. Dustin Allen Bushnell, 30 of Burbank, Washington, was arrested Tuesday on a charge of possession of stolen property, according to Pasco Police Department. Detective Julie Lee was investigating so this is funny. He's a mush. because they were investigating this theft of catalytic converters. And for people that don't know about cars, catalytic converters could be worth a lot of money because of the type of metal is in there. Okay, so I've worked at a dealership in the past where like they had problems with people coming in and actually sawing off fucking catalytic converters on brand new vehicles. Like you go there, like start up the car, they go, "That's really loud. I don't remember there being exhaust on here," and the fucking catalytic converter is missing. So, she was investigating a catalytic converter theft when evidence led to her Bushnell's. Wait, what? His Bushnell home. Lee suddenly came face to face with the gigantic slide, which was reported stolen. So she accidentally found it. That's why he's a mush. In December 2020, as she searched the home for catalytic converters. So good job on her. She was like, "Yeah, this guy definitely didn't buy this slide. This is the cop. I believe in it, And I love that she has a sense of humor about it. That's fucking cool because if I found that, I would have definitely fucking went down the slide as well. Hopefully my big ass would have went down there. We didn't need to Crisco at first. But, I mean, if you see that slide, you got to go down the slide, right?
I mean, you see any slide, you've got to go down the
Right.
slide.
Oh, yeah.
Diarrhea.
It doesn't matter how old you are. That old lady would have kicked a kid out of the way just to get down the slide.
So this guy was very, I guess studious or very handy. He sawed off the slide, repainted it, and mounted it on a bunk bed in a child's bedroom at his mobile home. Oh my God, can it get any more white trashy than that?
I'd like to know how he moved it.
I want to know how he fit it in a fucking mobile home. That might have weighed more than a mobile home.
At 400 pounds, I wouldn't be surprised.
They also found the catalytic converters at the home, but Bushnell has not yet been charged with stealing the car parts. An investigation remains ongoing. Okay, really? It's fucking, you're taking picture. What investigation is ongoing? Like, are you doing DNA tests? Seems like case closed to me. If I'm a judge, I'm like, yep. Oh, it was attached to the bunk bed in his kid's room? Guilty. Okay, yeah. I would have gave this guy, I don't know if I would have made him do jail time, but I would have probably gave him like 1,000 hours of community service of cleaning up litter off the side of the road or something like that. Something crazy. Like, what's your favorite day off? Oh, Saturday? Cool. Community service. I'm going to have you serve the community since you stole a fucking slide from taxpayers and kids. I mean, so many questions. I would love if we can get guys like this on. Like, hey, man, we'd love to have you on for an interview. You'll pay you with a $5 Amazon Prime card. I don't know. Maybe that would work. But he seems like he's stealing catalytic converters and 400-pound slides. Wonder if someone would actually try to sell that on like Letgo or eBay. Hey, slide, fell in the trash, classic. Pick it up, mint condition. Will not ship. So that guy is the mush of the week because, not only did he get in trouble for the goddamn slide that he stole, he's getting in trouble for catalytic converters. I mean, you would think that he's going to get in trouble for that, right? I don't know. I guess really he likes his kid a lot, but maybe he should have took the proceeds from the catalytic converter that he made and then perhaps bought a slide. Therefore, you cut down your risk. It's all about the risk assessment here. You're doubling your risk. One less stolen product means one less reason for the cops to possibly come to your house or find something.
I don't know. It looks like he doesn't think that far ahead.
Do you think he tried to flush it down the toilet before they got in there? I guess it's too big, right? The fuck?
Depends on what size toilet you got. I'm sure Andre the Giant had a giant-sized toilet that would have fit it.
Yeah, right? I mean, Andre the Giant, man.
That would have had to have been custom made.
Can you imagine being him?
And the what did you call them? The what's left behind by Andre the Giant? The wood chips? Or?
The wood chips. Oh, those wouldn't have been wood chips. Those would have been branches. I'm pretty sure that guy's dropping tree logs. I mean, they said like he would drink something like 46 bottles of wine in one night or something. Like, and that if you ever get to see like a 30 for 30 on ESPN, the one for Ric Flair, even if you're not a wrestling fan, the stories are totally worth it because Ric Flair is a legendary drinker and probably a quarter of his size, maybe even like not even that big. And they used to just drink their faces off. I don't know how Ric Flair's still alive. Like he defies death. You look at him and you're like, this guy's, how's he walking? Back broken. Oh, Andre, stop. So, Yeah, that's our mush of the week because it doesn't get any more mushier than that. We had a lot of contenders, but I mean, Jesus. I mean, how stupid can you be, right? I don't know. But that's it this week, folks, for Taking It Deep with the Godfrey. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for suffering through my rant in the first place, you know. Just wanted to keep it real with you guys, as we always do here. Home at the new Toxic Studios in beautiful New Jersey. And if you can't catch the episode live and maybe you tuned into the tail end of it and you want to hear what we were talking about in the beginning, do me a favor, sharing's caring, support the show, support all the shows by liking or subscribing to the podcast, listen to it later on. Let us occupy some space on the phone or save it on your cloud, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music. If you want to get really funky and you have an echo, all you got to do is say, hey, Alexa, I want to hear Taking It Deep with the Godfrey. I hope that triggers someone's Alexa. That would be so fucking sweet. Please, in the comments, tell me if it did, because we are on Amazon Music. And the best thing is we have an app called Toxic Radio, right? You download it, all the past episodes, all of our great shows here, because we're a very diverse station. Deviant Gamer. We got The Fishman with his weekly hair band. Is it fair to call it like hairband rock madness? Like he plays a very diverse set of music, right? Hair metal, right? Is it fair to call it?
Hair metal.
Yeah. Yeah, Heavy Metal Happy Hour for The Fishman. We got Dave's show. God, why can't I remember his goddamn show name? Help me, Mike. Help.
Bleeding Edge.
Bleeding Edge. That's right. Supreme's Funky Contradiction. Oh, we got a ton of stuff. I mean, there's nowhere we won't go here. So you know, check out our other shows. Mine's number one, though. No, seriously. Check them all out. You might like them better than you like mine. And you can get this sweet-ass hoodie on there if you want. And, you can get, Taking It Deep merch, all that good stuff. The app's free, and we have all of our past episodes on there. And if you like video and you'd like to, listen to YouTube in the background like I do Joe Rogan like that, you go to youtube.com/playtoxic. And guess what? You can get all of us on there, listen to it in the background, and we'd love to have you there, Taking It Deep with the Godfrey. But all that good shit, I really appreciate you guys listening. I see all you sons of bitches left, too, as I started telling you where to listen to it. It dropped from like 10 to like 3. That's all right. You'll be back. You'll take it deep. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for giving me your time, as usual, and tuning in our station. We're ever grateful for the support in any form. We just want to tell you where you can keep doing it. Share it with someone. Talk about us. Go to the water cooler. I guess those don't exist in coronavirus. Put us on Clubhouse or Reddit.com. Talk about how awesome this station is. And this is the Godfrey, not saying goodbye, just saying take it deep. And I love your mom.